Boom, we here.
We're here, Freddie. This is the token and the truth. How good was that? No. It's me, Lady Drea Renee. And
She made me as Freddie B.
yes, you guys. And we're going to get into some lovely, friendly, respectful, kind debates. Look at your face, Freddie. We got some good stuff. We had the Oscars this weekend. Freddie, did you watch the Oscars?
Nah.
Oh.
Not really. Nah.
You didn't watch
Not
the
really.
Oscars?
Nah. Why?
I don't know, because there's good stuff. You're an artist. I don't know. Maybe you might want to get in there.
I mean, like me, I'll catch the winners and then I'll go back and probably like watch the movies to see how good they were and compare year from year to year. Like, oh, this one Oscar this year, this one Oscar this year, and see kind of,
Okay, well, we got some good topics tonight from the Oscars. We got Ciara's dress. We have, what else do we have? We
got your best friend that got real Aggie online.
Oh my gosh, yes, I love her. I love her. Reese is her name. I think her name is Reese. And then we also
you had that video queued up on your computer so people can see.
No, I couldn't do it on Instagram, on Twitter. Oh wait, no, maybe I didn't look on Twitter. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, or you can email me the link and I'll pull it up. Or I mean, like you can share the screen so people can see it because people got to see her.
To what?
Her video.
Yeah, they do have to see her video.
People got to see it, so we got to be able to share the screen like we do. So if you have it up, when we get to that.
Okay, you know what? I'll find it on Twitter, and then we'll pull it up.
Okay, cool. All right, so guys, look, we're gonna start this thing off. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Because we don't want to. We got a few people coming in. So guys, also let me drop the link in here. Let me drop the link.
Oh yes, make sure you guys come in with us.
Because guys, this is the token of the truth, man. And you guys are welcome to hop in.
Hop in.
You guys are welcome to hop in. As you guys know, like I said, we're gonna be talking about Ciara's dress, that whole fiasco. And then Drea has her best friend. She went off on Twitter. Reese. And then I think it was something else third that you wanted to.
Oh, Kev on stage. We're talking about Kev on stage with the lame men.
Oh, with the guy, the tweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so if you got both those ready, so we can share so people can see them when we get to it.
I don't have Kev on stage ready, but I will have Reese ready.
Well, it's not Kev on stage did a video about it, but the tweet is more so is what we're going to talk about, the actual tweet.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try to find the tweet.
So but I remember you sent it to me. So if you could like pull them up, or if you want to email it to me, I have them pulled up on my phone. So all right, so boom, let's hop. Ciara, I'll let you, ladies first.
Okay, you guys. So there is everyone's in an uproar right now.
You probably want to get into your mic.
Oh, is it? Can you not hear me?
Yes, it sounds better when you get into it.
When I get into it, well, we know.
You know what? Come on, stop it.
No, I meant the microphone. Okay, so right now Ciara is under fire by some, praised by others for the dress she wore at the Oscars. She wore a see-through mesh dress with pasties and a thong. People are coming for her right now, and Russell saying, "How dare you let your woman wear a thong dress? How dare you, Russell?" And Ciara's an entertainer, okay? I understand that she's a mother, but she's an entertainer, all right? And if two adults agree on something, who are we to say Ciara, who's a grown woman, beautiful woman, by the way, can't wear what she wants to wear? They're saying, "Oh, Russell, you got to come get your lady. How dare you let a lady? He's a simp. He's a beta. He can't let her out the house that way. She's a mother. She's a woman of God. These things are awful." I personally, listen, I'm not saying I would wear the dress, but I'm not mad at her for wearing the dress. Who cares? Like, what does Ciara wearing this dress do to me in my life? Nothing. She's an entertainer. She's a performer. She has a great body. We always know that Ciara is pushing the envelope. She's a married woman. She has children. Yes, she's a mother, and she's a woman of God. If this lady wants to wear a dress, she's a grown woman. Let her be. Who cares? This is ridiculous. And then to come for Russell because his grown woman wife is wearing what she chooses to wear and showing her body, and she's with Russell. They're together. It's not like she went out without her man. Now, should she wear this to go pick up her children from school? Okay, maybe not. But at a Vanity Fair party, she's a grown woman doing grown woman things, having a couple cocktails. She's with her man. What's the problem? What is the problem here? And my issue is people bringing God into it. Like all of a sudden, she's not a woman of God because she's wearing this dress. I mean, really? Really? God goes out the door because she looked sexy? That's insane to me. That's insane. And I also just think we asked for transparency and Ciara gave it to us, but seriously, it was the appropriate attire for the occasion. Yes, exactly. I mean, you guys, I just think it's silly to come for this lady like this, who's in the industry. I mean, it is her job to wear these amazing outfits, look amazing, be her best. And at the end of the day, she's with her husband. So what is the problem? Freddie, go ahead.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. The thing is I get it. I get Ciara's, like what she wanted to accomplish is what she accomplished. We're on here talking about her. Everybody is in the zeitgeist. Everybody is talking about it. Everybody is on the lips. Everybody posting about it, so on and so forth. I get it. Ciara, she came out with a record recently. I think last year, 2 years. People don't even know she came out with a record. Exactly my point. So she came out. So the thing is and like you said, she's in the industry, but therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. We got my girl Drea. She said if her husband didn't mind, what's the controversy? Therein lies the problem. When you're in the industry, you gotta people are under such pressure to stay relevant. And so that people will do things that maybe they should not do so that people are talking about them, because that is currency. We live in a society right now, social media, likes, comments, shares, that's social currency. 20 years ago, who cared about likes, comments, and shares? It has been proven that Instagram has been detrimental to the psyche and the well-being of kids, and definitely kids, because they're very impressionable. But that's the world we live in. So even adults fall prey to it. Like Ciara wore that now to what Ania, my girl, that's definitely my home girl. She been following me. Shout out to her. To what she said, if her husband doesn't mind, what is the controversy? And the thing is that there is that. And if we're talking about in a vacuum, if we're talking about Ciara and what she wore in a vacuum, I would agree. I'm like, okay, that's what her husband allowed her to wear. We're gonna stay true to code. Yeah, wait, that's what I said. Bring you back up. Don't wait, because let's bring you back up. That's what her husband allowed her to wear. That's what she decided to wear, and she thought that her husband was fine with it. If that's what it is, that's what it is between them. But herein lies the problem. We have so many regular people, so many children, so many other people who look up to celebrities, whether they want to admit it or not. We all do. We all are influenced, and we all look up to celebrities. So I don't want to hear nobody out there talking about they celebrity. They ain't got nothing. They don't influence nothing I do. I do my whatever. It sounds good to you, your own person, but the reason why you wear the clothes you wear is because celebrities started wearing it. Celebrities start making it hot. The reason why you do your makeup like that, the reason why you do your hair like that, the reason why you wear your shoes like that, your dress, or whatever the case may be, even down to men, is because celebrities make it hot. That's why they have Fashion Week. That's why you have Fashion Week. They would, like, these companies do these big, outlandish, crazy things to create excitement around their upcoming lines. Do those things that were on the runway make it to Macy's or Dillard's or Saks or Bloomie's? No, but it creates that excitement for you to look to see what the theme is. So, I do want to let you reply because I know, I said some suggestive things per usual, but thing is, it's those regular people, all these regular people out here looking at Ciara and think that is the move. Like, you know what? I got a nice body. I ain't even got a nice body, but I'm gonna wear this sheer thing and I'm gonna go to something. I'm gonna do the same thing Ciara did.
Okay, number one, Freddie, that her husband allowed her to wear this. Okay, I just don't like the verbiage. I'm not down with it.
We are surprised.
She allowed. Now, look, I get what you're saying, right? You're gonna wear something like that. Yeah, you got to go say, "Hey, babe, what do you think?" I'm not opposed to the idea of discussing.
I'm not opposed.
I'm not opposed. But listen, at the end of the day, if he was that uncomfortable with it, I do not feel that she would have worn the dress. Russell knows who he's married to, and she knows who she's married to, right? Ciara's been dressing like this. I agree with you. Yes, we all are influenced by these things. But at the end of the day, this woman is in a happy, healthy marriage with her man. They're still together. They have kids.
Is it happy and healthy? We don't know.
What's wrong with Russell and Ciara?
No, we don't know. All I'm saying, I'm not saying I heard anything. I'm just saying we don't know.
Yeah, but Freddie, you could say that about anybody that you want to say, oh, this person has been with whatever. But as far as I know, okay, they seem happy and healthy and they're together. And I'm here for it. I'm glad that she did that because women always get all this slack. Oh, you can't do this and you can't do that. And once you become a mom, yes, there are certain things that you shouldn't be doing. But at the end of the day, I think her kids understand that she's a performer. Write it down. She's a performer. She's out in social media, right? And it's not like she's out there being a freaking hoe bag. But even if she was being a hoe bag, I mean, whatever. Do your thing. I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying when people are making these choices, Freddie, I don't come for people being like, I can't believe it. She's a mother. How dare she wear something sexy with her husband? I mean, for real? This is crazy. This is crazy to me. And then to talk about Ciara like we're in 19, he allowed her to wear it. He let her do it. Get out of here. Maybe, yes, if they had a discussion about it, hey, babe, this is what I'm thinking for the Vanity Fair party. Give me your thoughts. Cool. He's like, babe, hey, that might be a little too much. Maybe save that for the bedroom. All right, then maybe she would have said, okay. But I don't think that's what happened. She wore this outfit. She looked amazing, by the way.
She did. Oh, the curves looking nice. The buns and the titties was looking nice. Really? I ain't gonna hold you. She looked great. But I want to hop in what Courtney just said.
What Courtney said.
So like she's taking me to my next point. I'm glad I was waiting for somebody to say this so I can go ahead and torpedo this whole deal. So Courtney said, did Beyonce get this kind of backlash when she did it? And I think most common sense people know she wasn't alone in her thong. It was the theme, allowed, laughable. The theme. I know these things have themes. And so I said to myself, Freddie B, how about you go look up the theme? What was the theme of the Vanity Fair Oscar party? Because everybody talking about the theme, but I found out that nobody knows the theme is, even Courtney. Courtney, my homegirl. She's from the A. Beautiful woman. She got beautiful kids. Love Courtney. Love her. She's great. Follow on the stories, watch the stories, the whole nine. But guarantee Courtney does not know what the theme is. So the theme was not barely there. The theme was not there. This was not the theme. This was actually not the theme. This is totally incorrect what she's saying.
We didn't go.
So this is totally incorrect. So let's go. I'm not even gonna tell you what the theme is. Let's read it together, shall we?
Okay, pull it up.
Let's pull it up. Let me pull this bad boy up. All righty, let's go. Which Vanity Fair? Boom. Let's pull this bad boy up. All right. Let me full screen this bad boy. Let's full screen it like that so y'all really can see it.
We're full screen.
All right. What's the theme? What was the theme to the party? Here we go. This is on Vogue magazine. Here's the theme right here. What did I say? The theme for the night was old Hollywood glamour with a modern twist. Okay. A cue from the magazine's recent cover starring film's most watched stars like Selena Gomez, Florence Pugh, Julia Garner, Emma Corrin, and Oscar nominees like Austin Butler and Ana de Armas, many who were in attendance. So that was the theme. That was the theme, right? So Barely There was not the theme. It was old Hollywood with a modern twist. Old Hollywood with a modern twist. Now, let's go to the people she was talking about, the other people that were you know, in the let me go to my let's go to the other people that she said was, you know, dressing sheer and all that type of stuff. Because there's something to be noted. There's something to be noted about it. Right?
What's to be noted?
All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
So let's scroll down. The sheer style statement. Let's start here. Let's start here. Let's start and let's read, guys. We're on let's read this right here. The sheer trend took over the front rows of New York Fashion Week in February, and the trend has now trickled down to the Oscar red carpet and the Vanity Fair Oscars after party carpet. Both were filled with sheer and naked dresses. The sheer trend picked up steam in the front rows of NY Fashion Week with Ashley Graham, Lori Harvey, Julia Fox sporting their sheer style. There's a theme here by who's wearing the sheer and barely their styles. At Valentino's Paris Fashion Week show, Florence Pugh wore a sheer skirt that went viral. Right?
Okay.
Janelle Monáe with the sheer. You see, she got this like little top thing going on with the skirt to come down with the hips out. All right. What do you think? Let me get your feedback, Andrea. What do you think?
I'm here for it, Freddie. I'm here for it. She's covered up a little bit. She did a little bit more. Okay, that's cool.
Okay. All right. Let's continue. Haley Steinfeld.
Okay.
See her sheer. His sheer number she did with like a little overcoat over top.
Got a little jacket on, but that's for outside. It was a little nippy in Hollywood, okay?
Well, I saw the pictures inside. She still had it on inside too. She
might have taken it off for a hot sec, Freddie.
Okay. Well, all the pictures that Earth, she had the jacket on, so we'll say that. Okay. But what are your thoughts? What do you think about this?
Her outfit?
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. It's cute. She got a little slip underneath.
So you're not a fan? Okay, cool.
No, I'm just saying it's not for me. She looks cute. She looks all right.
Okay.
I need to see a little more, you know.
All right, so let's continue. We got Shay Mitchell. This is her sheer number.
I'm here.
That's her sheer number.
Shay. I love me some Shay.
Right. So you kind of seeing these sheer numbers. They're nice, but it still got a little tastefulness going on.
In your opinion, yes, that's correct.
It's not just everything ain't out there. What I'm saying, everything ain't out there. But we don't continue.
They did a spark. They did a little splash. A little splash.
Right. We don't continue.
Okay, cool.
Now Emily Ratajkowski, however you say her name. You ready for this?
Oh Lord.
This is the one a lot of people was showing. A lot of people was pulling up her dress.
Okay, let's take a look at old M because she be going for it. Oh, okay.
Well, that's. So it's full length. It's just like Ciara.
What is this?
It was just like Ciara's. This full dress. She had some briefs on. She didn't have a thong on. She had briefs.
Okay, I'm here for that. All right, fine.
So what are your thoughts about Emily?
Well, I actually felt like I would have thought maybe Emily would have wore something more Ciara-esque, to be honest.
Right. There we go. Come on now. Come on, because why? Because Emily is known, she blew up. How she blow up?
Because of her boobies.
and she was naked in Robin Thicke's video.
Basically, yeah. So I definitely would say that I would if Emily wore that outfit. But Ciara pushes the envelope too. Come on now.
Let's continue. Let's continue.
Okay.
Hunter Schafer.
This next one. Come on.
Hunter Schafer.
This is, girl.
Tell me your thoughts, Lady Drea.
This is a lot. I think we missed the sheer message. This is just out there, but it's not for me. This is doing a little too much.
Oh, this is okay. So the thing is, sheer was never a part of anything. That's the thing. It wasn't a part of anything.
That it was.
No, that's what Courtney said, but Courtney was wrong. It was old Hollywood flair with a modern twist. Has nothing to do with sheer. Sheer just became a thing during Fashion Week, and more people started doing it to kind of cover up a little bit. She just said, "Forget the sheer. I'm just gonna give you what you asked for."
Well, this is giving a little too much.
So it's giving a little too much up top. You see down bottom, she pretty much got a slip on.
If she had a little slip on top or something,
And now let's get down to Ciara with this sparkling chainmail Dundas dress.
Yes, Ciara gets a bell. Come on, it's not even that bad. It's not even that bad. People need to get a life. People got too much time on their hands.
So that's Ciara. So
And she looks fine. She looks great. Yes, Ciara.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do you notice a theme? All those women you just saw, what do you know the theme between all those women except for Ciara?
What's it? Even the lady with the freaking bandage on her boobs?
Yes.
What? Because they're covered on the bottom?
No. You said that. That's not even where I'm going. That's not even where I'm going.
Where are you going, Freddie?
Where I'm going is that I looked this up. Anybody out there, you can go look it up yourself. I looked this up. Every single woman that came bearing skin that was looking suggestive and like those, every single woman is single. The only woman that did it that's married is Ciara. There we go. Honey Ross just said it. Single.
Oh, single.
They are all women that are single who are not representing another man.
Wait, I don't think what's her name is single.
They're all single. I looked it up. They all are single.
Are you sure? What's the Shay girl?
Who?
Shay, the one I said I liked. What's her name?
Shay. Let me go back. Well, I didn't. Shay Mitchell. I didn't look her up. I didn't look her up. I looked up Janelle Monáe. I looked up all the rest of them. I looked up some other ones that I didn't show. But go ahead.
Is in a relationship for sure.
Shay Mitchell. She's married and got a boyfriend. Engaged.
There we go. I found Reese. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shay is booed up.
Is she?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So Shay Mitchell has been in a relationship with Matt Babel since 2017. Yes. And they have 2 daughters born in 2019 and 2022. So she's the only one that has somebody. Okay. And they've been boyfriend and girlfriend for 6 years and got 2 kids. So take that for what it's worth. Take that for what it's worth.
My point is, to me, is like Ciara's married, and if she wasn't married, I know you would come for her even harder.
And so the thing is Shay's dress is I don't have no problem. Like if I was her husband, I still wouldn't have no problem with her dress. She got like a little bustier, it's sheer on the stomach, and the rest of her is covered. It starts getting sheer mid thigh and it goes down. Not like her dress is actually the most tasteful out of all of them.
No, Monet's dress is pretty tasteful too.
No, Janelle Monáe, her whole hip, both her hips are out.
I didn't see the side. I only saw it from the front view.
Both her whole hips are out, and then her top. She got like bubbles. She got these weird bubbles around everything.
Aren't allowed to express themselves through their clothing. Who cares?
Right, and so this is the key thing. Having a boo is still single as well. So, but that's the thing. But let's go to the other side. Let's go to the other side. Everybody, all these women talking about some, I'm me. I do what I want. You know how my man gonna say this, that, and the third. No. And she did that with Russell.
Why you say it like that? What's wrong with
Russell?
Look.
I don't even have to pull up Savannah James' picture. Y'all all seen her picture.
Who?
Savannah James, LeBron's wife.
Okay.
Savannah was arguably the most beautiful woman there. Her dress was primo. Like she was opulence. Like Savannah looked so regal and so great and fabulous. Like all the words. Savannah just looked like I don't have enough money to talk to her. Like if I was there, I would have been scared to talk to Savannah. I'm never gonna say hi. I know who she is, but I'm scared to talk to her because I'm not even in her scope. She looked that regal. She's like the queen of the world. She looked like the queen of the world.
I'm looking at her dress right now. You're saying because she's completely covered.
No, it's not that she just completely covered. It's the fact that she looks amazing. She looks beautiful. She
looks great. She absolutely looks amazing.
Right. Sure. And she looks better than Ciara.
That's your opinion. Okay.
That's my opinion. But also, here's the thing. I'm pretty sure we could take a poll. As any man out there, you put Ciara and Savannah up next to each other, and you say, we're going out in public to a party. Which outfits you want your wife to wear?
Freddie. It is for the Vanity Fair party. This is a specific party. They're around their peers, okay? Nothing's going to happen to her. They know the environment. She looks amazing. She's making a statement, okay? This is sounding as if women aren't allowed to express themselves or be sexy in their outfits. They need to cover it up because
She don't have no outfit on. Like you're saying this, but she had no outfit on. She literally had a thong and pasties on.
Freddie, shut up. She does.
Like, wear an outfit. Like, I mean, at least wear an outfit. Like, what? Like, Savannah made a statement. God. Savannah is like, it was so simple, but she spoke volumes.
Oh, like they need album sales.
But you know what? I'm going to show you the date of somebody who's a billionaire that was there. Who's like, who is the primo of you not about to embarrass me.
Who? But he's not embarrassed. Russell's fine. Why is everybody talking?
That's what you think.
Like, you guys are acting like Russell's like, oh, Lord Jesus. Like, he's over there with Will Smith crying somewhere. Like,
he actually is probably. All right. So here you go right here. This is, y'all know who this is, right?
Yes, we know who that is.
Jeff Bezos.
Look at her face. Ain't moving for a day, honey.
Oh, yeah. She ain't got so much work done. Oh, man. She pumped so much full of plastic. Ain't even crazy. But
I cannot.
Look at her outfit. Like, now, it's sheer on the bottom, but she essentially got a 1920s bathing suit on with the briefs, and it's sheer when you get to her upper mid thigh, and she's showing off the girls that she paid for. You know, we get it.
The girls are out.
Right, but you see, this like she's covered up. It's something left to the imagination. It's something left to the imagination, and that's the whole point. With Ciara, there is nothing left to the imagination. You see it all.
Yeah, but you've seen it all before with Ciara. She's always done things like this and worn outfits like this. This is the first time Ciara's dressed like this?
The first time I've seen her. What you tell me? When was the time she been booty butt naked?
We'll have to pull it up. But this
please pull it up. The time she been booty butt naked. Pull it up. She's booty butt naked.
She's not booty butt naked. But I'm saying, in past outfits, you could see Ciara's physique. Like, you know what she looks like. Yes.
You can see her physique. What? But the only thing missing on this outfit is me seeing her vagina lips and her areola. Only thing missing.
Her vagina lips. Stop it, Freddie. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. The only thing missing. The only thing I can't see is her vagina lips and her areola. That's it.
Stop.
That's it.
Ciara pushes the envelope. That's what she does. I think she
no, she pushing the envelope because her career, because right now, see, thing is that we've pushed, especially women in the industry, we've pushed them that, hey, you need to have your own voice and push women, so that a lot of times, like, as a woman, you should be able just to rest. That's the whole concept. You get married with your man, you should be able to rest if you want. Like, I don't need to do anything. I can just sit back and rest in my femininity, and I can just live life and be chill. I don't need to do this, that, and the third.
She's an artist. Like, what are you even talking about?
She's an artist, but what I'm saying is she's pushed to be relevant. She came out with a record last year with Glorilla. The new hot thing came out with the record. Nobody even knew it came out.
Look, I will say Ciara's career has taken some, interesting turns.
Are you about to do a movie with Ciara or something? Is that what you about to do?
No, I just don't like this idea of Russell let her wear it and how dare he let her. To me, if you are a couple, you guys are happy, you are doing your thing, and you decide together that this is what I want to wear, then who that cares? What you wear, you with your man. It's like if she was out by herself and Russell was at home with the kids, I might have been like, Ciara, girl.
No, you wouldn't have. I don't believe that.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
I'm like, get your girl, do it. Yes, work. No, but really, no, in all seriousness, I do think if you're going to wear something like that and you do have a man, I do think you should probably be with your man, to be fair, because that is a very...
But like you said, there, Vanity Fair, ain't nothing going to happen. She was safe, right?
Yeah, but she should be with her man if she's going to wear an outfit like that.
I mean, here's the thing. What I'm going to say, because the thing is somehow or another we had these conversations, they get focused on the women and women's liberation. Everything is about women's liberation. Women need to be liberated.
Liberation.
And so the thing is it's not about like, oh, women are held down and subjugated and you can't do nothing. Shut up, stay in the kitchen. Only I'm going to go out to the parties and you can't come. Stay in the kitchen, keep having babies, and make sure my dinner is cooked after I come home from the party. No, it's not about that. It's about common respect for your partner. So, for example, Bill Gates. It came out, Bill Gates, when he got divorced from his wife, it came out that the whole time they were married, he would go every year with his high school girlfriend, and they would go to a retreat, and he would go hang out with her. He would leave his wife and go hang out with his high school girlfriend.
All right.
So they had their understanding that, okay, he doing like we just talked about this. We just when we had our little weekly conversation, you smirking because we just had this conversation about how rich men with money, men with means, they might be married, but they might got little side things on the side. And the whole thing is they keep it tight. It ain't messy. They all out in the public. They ain't come to the house. They ain't doing nothing. Wife probably know about it, but she know that all his money go to her. When he died, life insurance, all that is her name is on it. It all goes to her. His whole life goes to her. And the little side chicks are gonna be ass out. And then usually he don't have them for life. He have them for a little bit, and when it's time to check out,
they do have it for life, and that's just the agreement. Because that happens.
I'm saying most of the time, most of the time they don't have like the same side chick for life. They'll cycle through it, but the whole thing is when it's time to be done, they cash them out and move on.
Right.
And so here's the thing. With that being said,
oh God,
Russell and Ciara. Let's switch it around. Let's say Russell is out at the party and he just hugging chicks, being very touchy, smacking girls on the butt, exactly. He shouldn't do that. Why? Because hold on, wait, you don't got no respect for me. You just out here wilding. I'm your wife. Like, don't get this twisted. Right?
Freddie, absolutely not. I'm gonna have to ring the bell on that. That is not the same thing as her wearing that dress while she is with him.
No, the concept. Look, okay. Let me rephrase. I'm talking about the concept. The concept of embarrassing your mate. Because the thing is that a woman wouldn't like that because she know all her homegirls gonna be like, girl, why is Drea? I saw your boyfriend? Why is your boyfriend smacking me on the butt? Why is your boyfriend in my DMs? Why did I see your boyfriend doing this? Why I see your boyfriend doing that? Why your boyfriend flirting? Why your boyfriend doing this, that, and the third? Am I right?
See his cheeks too, honey.
She's supposed to let me see his cheeks too.
Let me see his cheeks too, girl.
But am I right? Like you would not be happy if all your girlfriends was coming back telling you about how your man was flirting with some chicks and doing a whole bunch of stuff
Freddie,
that you didn't want him to do.
Assuming that everyone is coming to Russell and saying, "Oh, are you gonna listen?"
No. I'm talking about like a woman and her man.
Yes, in that situation, Freddie, like as an aside, if my man was doing those things, first of all, he would probably not be being my man at that point. I'd be in jail. But anyway, so you know what I mean? But that's not the same thing as Ciara wearing this dress. Okay.
Yeah, so here's the thing. It's not the same thing for women. That's the same thing for men, though. That's the part. That's the thing.
Russell? Like, is Russell coming on the show? Is Russell here? Is he in the waiting room?
Yeah. I'm texting him right now. Okay. So, but before he come on, that's the thing that a lot of women miss. Like a lot of women just think in their mind, like how women act. Men are totally different. Men are totally different, and men operate different than women. Fred, that's my guy, DJ Red. They left the house together, right?
Fred,
so, but the thing is,
thank you, Fred. Common sense.
Yeah, like he knew. I mean, of course, he knew the dress that she was wearing. But the thing is that more than likely, he probably didn't sign on. It's probably some stylists, some PR people came and was like, look.
I love how we assume that these people are like not signing on. Like he could not go to the party. He'd be like, Ciara, I'm not doing this. I'm so upset. Like that's crazy. These people know for weeks, months what they're wearing to these outfits.
Of course.
This is planned.
Of course.
And if your man is like, hell yeah, baby, like get it. You look amazing. We're going to be together. I'm about to show you off. Then who cares? Who cares? Like,
so men do that, but not together. You go outside naked. Not you just not gonna wear an outfit. Go throw some pasties on and let's go outside.
They beat to their own drum. Okay.
And like I said, it goes back to entertainment. People staying relevant. So going back to what Courtney said earlier.
I agree with you on that. Because we know that dress is gonna get you in the news. I agree with you on that. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. That's the whole thing, because at the end of the day, come down to this. It's like when she's relevant, now she's back in the news. Now people like, okay, well, maybe we can get her to be in this role, be in this movie, do these shows, perform on this. We can get her featured on this song, stuff like that. That's why she gonna do that. It's come down to money. It's not about what Russell wanted. It's about like, okay, it's a possibility you can make this much more money. So then it comes down to selling your soul. You in LA, you know, a lot of people would do things that they wouldn't. I'm not saying she sold her soul, but I'm going to a bigger point that people do think that's what selling your soul is, doing something against your morals that you wouldn't normally do, but you're doing it for a check. You're doing it to advance in the industry.
You guys, if you're just joining us, we are talking about Ciara's beautiful dress that she wore to Vanity Fair. And if you guys want to hop in, we'll put the link in the chat. If you want to cam up, as Freddie so eloquently says, and let us know your
thoughts. I mean, I really want somebody to cam up with us. Because I know we going in, but guys, if you want
Fred, I thought you were on my side. Fred said he's a simp. He had no say so. Fred, how do you know that?
No, here's the thing. Let me say this. I also want to talk about this. People throw out the simp word very freely. They throw out the simp word very, very freely. I do not think Russell is a simp. Russell is not a simp.
But
he's not a simp. A simp is a man who lies to have sex with a woman. He lies. He will do anything to get in between the legs and get the power from a woman. Have sex with her. That's what a simp is. They'll backstab their friend, throw their friend on the bus. They will go to any lengths to have sex with a particular chick. That's a simp. Russell is married to Ciara. That is her husband. It is his job to make sure that she's safe and she lives a soft life as possible. That is his job. That is his whole point. So a husband cannot be a simp to a wife because he's married to her. He don't have sex with her. That's his vagina. When he want to hit it, he'll hit it. So, so he don't need to lie to have sex with Ciara. Like that's not a simp. Courtney says Ciara's always shown skin. We just never cared. That is false. She has never went out anywhere naked. She was outside naked. She's never done that. Like she's shown, she wore like short shorts, little halter top, shows belly. She ain't never showed me her whole titties.
She didn't show you. Her areolas are covered.
That is it. That's literally it. I see the shape of them. I see how they fall. I see how they sit. I see the whole joint. I could download a picture and draw some areolas on that thing. We in there, baby.
He's wearing an outfit. He's just a peaceful husband. I'm here for Ciara and Russell. I like them. I like them together. And I think if they are happy, I don't care that Ciara wore this dress. I think she looks
good. But like I said, like my thing is not really them. My thing is the public watching. Like people think that, and that's like with a lot of this stuff. People look at celebrities and like I said, because the thing is you're talking from, you're in LA. You have a lot of notable friends, Drea. So the inner workings, the flow and all that. But the thing is and I'm aware of it as well. I know you know it probably a little bit more than me because you out in LA. You swimming through it each and every day. I'm familiar with it for the most part. My thing is that all these regular Joes, regular people out here who just live in life, the 99%, the other 99% look at stuff like this, and then they perpetuate it to younger girls coming up like, oh, I need to go outside naked, and then I'm going to win. And it's like, nigga, no. Nigga, no. That is, here's the thing. I've said this before. You can do whatever you want in life. If you want to do that, you can do it. But the outcomes, will it give you the outcomes you want?
And okay, on that note, that is what I agree with. Will it give you the outcomes that you want? Right now, Ciara's already a married woman, right? So she's married. She has kids. She's doing the thing. All the stuff that you talk about, oh, get out the game. Ciara's out the game.
Yes.
Okay. So to me, if you're saying, oh, little girls wear this or wear that, I agree with you about the messaging because there are things like I thought about the Lizzo thing with certain things with her and the messaging that she's giving to little kids. I still like her music, even though you didn't know about her music. I was like, what are you talking about? But I do feel like if this idea that women have to do this certain thing or otherwise you're never going to get married, you have to abide by all these certain rules and you can't express yourself sexually, you can't do this, and you got a 24 years old, you better be looking for a husband. I'm just not going to be here for that. I'm not going to be here for that. Things are changing. Okay. People get married later. People have kids later. It's fine. You can't just be confining people. You have to, and you better, and all these things. I just don't agree with that. And if Ciara wants to wear this dress and Russell said it's okay, which I'm sure they had some sort of discussion about it. And I know everyone's saying, oh, Russell, he's a this and that, and he got embarrassed. That is absolutely insane to me. Those are two grown people who were in the church with their kids. She wore the dress. Now let's move on. Okay.
So, like I said, it's not about confining people. It's about giving people what to shoot for. Like, for example, in the Bible, some of you guys have heard about the Proverbs 31 woman. If you went to church at any length of time, you've heard about that woman, the Proverbs 31 woman. If you never heard of Proverbs 31 woman, you can go to Proverbs 31. That whole chapter is about like pretty much like the perfect mother, the perfect wife, or whatever. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing with the Proverbs 31 woman. A lot of people will pull it up and be like, especially now, like that doesn't make no sense. That's unrealistic. Like, so they just throw it all away. The Proverbs 31 woman is not something that, okay, you have to do all these, and if you don't, then you're trash. It's not what it's about. It's a standard. It's a standard, and that's the thing we're missing. That's the thing we're missing in the world is standards. We don't have standards set. A standard is something that you aspire to, but you may not get it all the time. If you don't get it all the time, you miss it here, there, or wherever, it's fine, but you still have this standard to shoot for. And now we live in a world where F standards, do what you want, be what you want to do, you do what you want.
I agree with
Damn
you
the standard. And then now we want no standards. So now men and girls, men and women don't know what to aspire to. So then it's just go get money. And it's like, nah, that ain't what life is about.
Well, I think the thing is, it's go live your life, right? And then do things later. I was reading an article earlier about people getting married later and saying that your mental state, like I said a few podcasts ago, changes and it's a little bit better when you're married. They were talking to people who got married young and they were saying exactly what I was saying. And so I understand what you're saying if this is what you want. And yeah, there are some things that you should definitely probably look at in terms of your behavior if you are going to be a wife. But the thing is, people are getting wifed up who, maybe they did have an OnlyFans. These people used to be strippers. And I'm not saying it's the rule. It can be the exception. I understand. However, yes.
You don't be saying that though, Drea. You don't let these chicks know like that is the exception. Don't aspire to do that. But if it happens, you got to deal with it.
I just think that with the generation that's coming up now, I'm not saying, I don't know what it's going to look like in about 50 years. It's probably going to look a little strange. It's going to look a little strange. I agree. However, it probably is because people look, my mom says this all the time. She says the generation coming up now is selfish. Everybody is about themselves. Nobody's worried about families. Our population is declining because people.
Your mom, where is your mother? Bring on. Tell her to tap in.
My mom should be listening. As far as I know, she's listening. Mom, are you there? Are you out there in the world?
Like she hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. It's true. I think about bridging the gap because I think that you can still do these things, but some of your foundational things that you have, I just don't agree with. I think you can also be married. And this brings us to our next topic, Reese, the woman I wanted to bring up, because she's also married and she's also an opinionated woman and who can say whatever she wants. And she talks about this in this clip, you guys, which I was obsessed with. And I immediately sent it to you, Freddie. I was so excited about it. Here, how can I send it to you?
I thought you could just share the screen on your end and play it.
I have it. Wait, what do I
just share the screen?
Do I put present?
Yes.
Okay, there we go. Guys, I'm still learning all the StreamYard stuff. Okay, share screen.
Oh, wait. Before you share the video, did you get a backstory of what you about to show people?
Right. Sorry. Okay, so I was on Twitter the other day, you guys, and I pulled up this woman, Reese. So basically, she is responding to a commenter. She was talking about the Chris Rock documentary. She made a comment about it, and this guy came for her. And she's saying, because she was talking about how she feels like the world hates Black women. We don't have sexual agency, which is part of the reason about Ciara wearing this dress, which I think is so crazy that I feel like people are like, you can't do this and you can't do that. And if you are a single woman, you're never going to get married if you have an opinion. And so then they came for her husband and Reese lost her mind. She has her own podcast. I don't know her last name, but it's Reese at Black Women Views. And so I came across this video and she said, leave my husband's name out your mouth. Because so she was responding to one of the commenters who came for her and the video was so good. So I want to
please play this video so they can see it because I got a few things.
We can't play the whole thing because it's like 5 minutes long, but I'll try to get to the juice.
Yeah, play it until we get the gist of what's happening.
Let me see. Share screen. Okay. Reese, there we go.
So yeah, so guys, we're about to play this video. This video is very. Here we go.
Oh gosh.
Can you full screen?
Wait. Is it stop view tab? Okay. Is it full screen?
No, hit in the video in the screen, hit the full screen. Make the video.
Hold on.
Yeah, just bear with us. Drea is new to the technology.
I totally am. Okay, there. Now is it full screen?
I've been triggering motherfuckers on the internet for years of my hot takes. It's baking to the cake with me. Don't give a damn. Don't give a fuck. Everything I said what I said. I stand on that. Okay.
Okay.
I've been called everything under the sun, not by hundreds of people, but literally thousands of people. People have wished death upon me. Okay, because they don't like my opinion. Oh well, too bad. So sad. But I will say that this one comment takes the cake out of all of that. So let me rewind. I left a comment on on Neighborhood Talk about Chris Rock's comedy special, in which I said that Chris Rock's joke about Jada Pinkett was not about entanglements. It was about her baldness, which is caused by alopecia. And so he's bringing up entanglements to deflect because the world hates Black women with sexual agency.
Okay.
Hundreds of people showed up to prove my exact fucking point. So where's the lie? What absolutely fucking blows my mind is that somebody actually hunted down my husband, tagged my husband in my post, my comment, and said, bro, you need to come get your wife. You need to check her. She got you out here looking like Will Smith, and she's definitely cheating on you. Bitch, what? What in the actual fuck are you talking about, weirdo? What is wrong with you fucking idiots out there? You are dying to prove my point. Y'all hate Black women with sexual agency so much that you hate a woman for expressing the fact that y'all hate Black women with sexual agency. What does me talking about alopecia entanglements have to do with my motherfucking husband?
Okay.
Why is he in it? Why is our relationship in it? Are you that fucking pea-brained and small-minded that the whole idea that a Black woman can make an accurate observation about how other Black women are treated means that she must be doing whatever it is she's observing? That's very stupid and fucking ignorant of you. But I will say there is one area where I did fucking make a mistake. I will amend my comment because I said that the world hates Black women with sexual agency. I should amend that. What I would say is the world hates Black women with agency. Because the reality is y'all hate Black women with any kind of agency.
Okay.
Like, for instance, the agency to go leave a fucking comment on an Instagram gossip blog. Because in what fucking world do you think that there is a place for my husband to come and check me about a comment I'm making that has absolutely the fuck nothing to do with him? I have a whole ass fucking talk show. I give my fucking opinions for a living.
Okay. I
don't have to run the shit by my husband. What is this, the fucking 1950s? This fucking goddamn Handmaid's Tale, you fucking idiots. You guys are really unwell.
All right.
Thank you. Oh. Yes, Reese. I'm here for it. I am here for all of it. For all of it. You are really unwell to make a comment on her post to go tell her husband to come get her. Like, exactly. Jesus. I can't. I just think this is absolutely crazy. And this got me fired up because this is what I'm always trying to say. You can have a husband, you can have a family, and you can have an opinion. You can't tell some grown woman who's doing her own thing, has a podcast, a successful podcast, then to say, you better tell your husband to come get you and put you in the kitchen. Like, I know she does curse a lot. I don't like that. I don't like that she curses a lot. That was a bit much. That was a bit much. I will say I didn't agree with that. However, she was passionate and she was angry about what this man said to say, come get her. Like, what is my husband supposed to do? Tell me to be quiet?
Let me, can I interject to that point?
Go ahead.
So that's the thing women don't know. So what men do is, it's something common. Get your mans. That's a common word we do. And normally we say that to somebody because we don't want to come get you. So we telling your friends, we say this a lot to other men. I've said this a lot. I might be like 10 guys. Mm-hmm. And I came with a group of guys, 3 different groups. It's like 3, 9 out of 9. One dude I know, he brought somebody I don't know. And he comes, this person I don't know come and talking reckless in the group, talking reckless like he bought, like he just rah-rah. And he oversteps his boundaries. What men do will look at the man that brought him, get your mans. Because the thing is I gotta come get him. It's gonna be immediate problem because he don't know me. So a man will tell somebody who knows you, because I got an issue with you. So let me talk to the person who knows you, because they know how to talk to you properly so it don't become a thing. Because if it become a thing, then things will get out of hand and things will get saucy real quick. That's like, because the thing is women don't understand men operate with an air of violence. Go ahead.
How are you going to operate with an air of violence behind a computer? You made a comment on a screen.
And that's my next point. Go ahead.
You cannot access this woman, really, unless you turn into an actual stalker. So you cannot even access this woman. You obviously see her personality, right? You think this personality was just made for this specific video. This is obviously in her, right? So she can handle herself. She's fine. She's made the decision to do a podcast like we have, putting our views out there and our opinions. And, I'm sure at some point people will try to come for us. But to bring in her husband for absolutely no reason on an opinion that she made as if she's a child to like, go get your mama. That's crazy to me. And that's she gets tons of comments like that, tons, but people come for her. She can handle it. She can say something. She doesn't say something. She's in the public eye. That's a part of it. Right. But like to say, oh, tell your husband to come get you. It's like, and do what? What?
See, and I think that's the thing. I think that's the thing of a lot of, especially like women see it like you guys are thinking that it's like that he owns her and he has the controller. And it's not that. It's that people are saying to him, like, her, you talk to her, because like I said, once again, if I got to talk to her, if I got to come at it, it's not going to be pretty. And so going back to the point you made, she's on the internet, and that's the issue. That's the issue I have with it. And I have this issue with men too, with people, period. People get online and they got Twitter fingers, they thumb thugs, they computer killers, all that. And I'm like, if you want to say that in person, don't type that to me. And I've said this to people online. I'm like, hey, look, you getting disrespectful. So if I was in your face and you wouldn't talk to me like this, don't talk to me like that now. And that's the problem I have with this, because if she was face to face with all these men she's talking to, she wouldn't be talking like that. I can guarantee you that. She wouldn't be talking like that. And so, and like I said, I'm not even saying that as in like I'm a man coming at a woman. I'm talking about period. Like, I'm a firm believer that if you're not going to talk to somebody like that in their face, don't get behind the screen and get real tough and talk real aggressive like she did. She cursed a lot. And the thing is that any man will tell you, if another man talk like that to me, it's going to be problems. It's going to be an issue. 100%. I'm going to say one time, hey, bro, you need to calm down and talk like you got some respect. And then after that, if he still just keep going, it's going to be an issue.
These people live in this world behind the screen, behind the keyboard, right? So this is the world that they create, and this is how they're communicating, knowing good and well. The same thing like when you're in your car and you're on the road and you want to flick somebody off. I mean, nowadays you got to be careful because everybody's strapped. But
you live in LA, you know better. You come on now.
I mean, but I'm just saying,
road rage capital of the world.
You know what I mean? And I get it. Like, oh yeah, you're Honey Ross. My husband knows how to calm me down and put things into perspective. Yeah, I understand that. However, I'm just saying, right? This woman is in the public eye. She does a podcast. She's saying her opinions, and she gets tons of hate comments. This one in particular came from somebody who does nothing to even do. Like, I don't even know what that comment had to do with her husband. It had nothing to do with her husband at all. And so to bring her husband in it like she's a kid, it's absolutely insane. And then also someone made a comment saying she has a lot of masculine energy. Why, when a woman is passionate or she's like hype or whatever, and she's aggressive, then she's masculine? Why? And then all women
it's not. No, like, it's not. The masculine energy came when she was like telling people to sit the F down. Like when you tell people like, yo, sit the F down, that's masculine energy. Because as a woman, like that's not your place. Like you shouldn't be doing that. Huh?
So then if a guy, so would you say Russell Wilson, who's a little bit more soft spoken, he's feminine energy?
No, he has no, we're talking about this what she did is masculine energy, because the thing is that if you talk like that, you have to be ready to back it up. You can't just say stuff like that to people.
Living in this world, Freddie, where she is behind the camera and she knows that she's not going to come in contact with people, as well as they know they're not going to come in contact with her.
And so that's the thing, and that's my point, where you get into this thing. People are out of order. People like this. Oh my God, internet,
my mom says that all the time. Out of order. Everybody's out of order.
Yeah, like this whole internet and social media got people like thinking like, hey, you safe, like people can come see you. Like I think we live in a world like it ain't hard for people to come see you, pull up to you, well, because we live in this voyeuristic world. Now, here's the thing. Now, what I will say to what you said, she has a podcast, she's successful, she should be able to say her thoughts, and that's fine. The part where she crossed the line is where she decided to direct her energy at specific people,
well,
and specifically at men.
Normally do that. She doesn't normally do that.
But that's where she crossed the line. So, for example, any man out here will know what I'm saying when I say this. I was in Cabo one time with a young lady I was dating in Cabo, and so it was another girl part of the group. It was like a group of us, another girl in the group, and so like the group went somewhere, and I was like by the DJ booth trying to help him play music because he didn't know what he was doing. So I was like, I'll help you DJ MC the party. So I started doing that. But the whole group went to a section, ordered drinks, all that type of stuff. But we all came together. But I met them in Cabo. We all came together. At the end of the night, long story short, at the end of the night, there was an issue with the bill. Like they were charged more than what they were supposed to be charged. Something. We was in Cabo, Mexico. You know how that stuff go.
Yeah.
So I wasn't over there. I don't know what's happening. And I saw them arguing. That ain't got nothing to do with me. And I met y'all, not my friends. I met y'all here. So I went back. I came out the bathroom and saw them at the front door arguing about something. I went in the party because I didn't order no drinks. No, actually I did. I ordered drinks with the owner, and then the owner came and brought me free drinks. I had the party jumping. So, but whatever they had going on, I'm like, that's what y'all got going on. The girl saw me. She followed me, came back in, and started yelling at me. Was like, why the F you ain't come? You supposed to be with us. We came together. Where the F were you at? Da 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 da.
Oh.
So she was coming at me real saucy. I told her, go get your brother. Let me talk to your brother. I'm not about to talk to you. We don't have a conversation. Go get your brother and tell him to come talk to me. And so the thing is that any man out here, when I said that, they know what I mean. Now, a woman to hear that and be like, why you put her lower than you? Why couldn't you talk to her? This and the third.
I mean,
it's not about that. Because the thing is that the way she was talking, she was puffing up her chest like she was a man, like she was gonna do something to me. And the thing is that if I'm talking to you, huh?
Like she was gonna fight you?
Yeah, she was cursing and doing her thing all like that and puffing all up. And the things if you talk aggressive to me, I'm on guard. I'm ready for action. And you keep it going. If I tell you to stop and you keep it going, that means that you don't respect me anymore. And then there ain't no telling when you might just haul off and hit me. And so the thing is that I'm not gonna get hauled off and hit. I'm gonna hit you first. You gonna get hit first before I get hit. That's the rule of any fight. So then that's why I told her, go get your brother, because I don't feel like getting escalated with a woman, because I'm not trying to hit a woman. So go get your brother, have your brother come and bring me that same energy, and then then we'll go from there. But I say this to say this. That's why men went to her husband. As a man, you don't argue with a woman. You do not argue with a woman.
What?
You don't argue with no woman. There's no point, because the thing is, I can argue with a man. If he gets sideways, then it might get physical, and I can show him like, hey, look, you out of pocket. But as a woman, I can't do that with a woman.
That's masculine energy is at an all-time high. I don't, this whole thing about if a woman is yelling or whatever, she's in her masculine energy. I just think that's crazy. Whatever. Now, if a woman's always trying to fight.
It's not just yelling. It's not just yelling. That's not.
It's
not just yelling. Like a woman can be emotional and mad or whatever. The thing is when you start to press somebody, you get competitive, aggressive, and you gonna press another man.
Traits for a man to be competitive. Those are only traits for a man.
That's masculine energy.
Okay.
Trying to crush your opponent. Yes. Conquest and crushing your opponent.
Like with all women's sports, those are masculine women because they're playing.
Look at the sports and tell me who mostly play women's sports. I mean, come on. You walked yourself in that corner, ma'am.
No,
you walked yourself in that corner.
I'm not in a corner. I am not
Yeah, we know. I'm not in the corner. I'll fight my way out this month.
I will fight my way out of the corner. But look, I get what you're saying. But the thing is, look, if I were her and I was with you all night and I saw that you saw we were in a situation and you walked away, yes, I probably would have been mad. I wouldn't have came at your face like that, but I'd have been like, hey, why are you not coming over here? If I saw you actually see us and you just walked away, I probably would have had an attitude. I wouldn't have came at you all like here, but I'd have been like, hello. What's going on? Because I don't come at people like that.
Right.
Like,
and so the thing to be clear, like I said, I think we had met them maybe like 6-7 hours before we went to dinner, and they were at dinner sitting near us, and we just started talking, and then we just continued the night and kept kicking it.
This was like a active girl like in your life, and you were
literally met them like I think the day before, and then the next day got up again. Like, yeah, this ain't
more reason for her not to have came at
yeah, this not a friend at all. And then like I said, that whole night I wasn't even with them. Like they had issues with drinks. I'm like, there's no reason for me to put myself in a Mexican situation where they got to pay. But I don't want to get into that. But the whole thing of the aggressiveness. No. The aggressiveness and pressing another man, like that is masculine. As a woman, you have to understand, like, it's nothing you could do with a man. You should never, as a woman, press a man, puff up, talk aggressive, and tell a man to sit the F down and all that. Man, like, there's nothing to be gained from that.
Anybody should be telling anybody that.
Huh?
And no one should be telling anybody that. A man shouldn't be telling his wife.
I mean, when you get in that, it kind of depends. It kind of depends.
Should be telling his wife or his girl to sit the F down.
How did this go into the man? Like, there are times where, yeah, he might need to tell her to sit down, not sit the F down, but sit down. Same thing with her. She might tell her, like, babe, sit down, have a seat.
Okay, that's different. That's
like, different. But sit the F down. Like, it's times I'm not gonna talk to my wife like that. But if somebody else, I'm like, yo, you need to sit the F down because you way out of pocket right now, and you need to know I'm serious. I'm serious right now. Ain't no more games being played. So that language might need to be used. Her case, she, but like I said, that's my problem. The internet, these thumb thugs, man. Like, don't say nothing online that you're not gonna say in my face, because you could see me. You could run across me. You could do something and I show up. Then what?
Everybody's doing that now. And that's just the way.
And it's horrible. It's horrible that people are doing it.
Yeah, the comments, even when we started this, I was like, this is the beginning, but at some point these comments might get a little saucy.
And which, like I said, like I've done stuff, people will say whatever, you know what I mean? Because the thing is I come with logic. I just don't say feelings. When you say feelings, that's when you get in trouble. Because when people press you on your feelings, they challenge you on your feelings. Now you just like, well, that's the way I feel. Like me, it's like reasons why I say why I say, and I just tell you those reasons.
That's what Kevin says. That's one of his signature statements. Kevin Samuels, your homeboy. I don't want to hear what you feel.
No, that's funny that the first time he comes up in this podcast, you the one that brings him up.
Oh,
you the one that brings him up.
That's your homeboy, Kevin Samuel. That's your boy.
I mean, but Kevin, it's just about logic. You know what I'm saying? And one thing he used to say, sign language, shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. When people hit their wall, they don't have nothing. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right. They just come with that. People just shame you, insult you, guilt you, and I just got to be right. And it's just like, nah. But like I said, on this chick right here, I guess you got a podcast. Do your thing, and you just talk to the zeitgeist. Just speak out. But when you make it about particular people and you pull up specific people and you start talking to specific people out there, that's when you make it personal, and that's the problem. That's where she shouldn't cross.
Say who. She still kept it general. She still kept it. I don't agree with all the cursing, but I did agree with her sentiment and to come tell my husband. Like, I was like, girl, no. She's like, what is this, the 19th? I'm a grown woman. I can do this for myself. And they are having the conversation online. Now, right, you're right. If this is in person, obviously that's a different situation.
So you see the comment on the screen?
Have you heard about
our brother Troy Smith?
She don't respect black men because he's a slave? Who said what? Who said that? I
haven't seen that. Troy, probably, maybe that's a topic for a future. But so I would have to say, because I haven't seen it either, so I don't know the context. And me, if you know me, you just saw we did the whole Ciara conversation. I pulled up receipts. I do research because I like to speak factually. So this right here, I don't want to just speak, but just off reading it, if I had to throw something out there, just off reading it, don't respect black men because he's a slave. I think what I would imagine is saying in the whole society, black men have been devalued. Black men are black men aren't valued anymore. They're not valued by white people, and they're starting not to be even valued by our own women. So black men aren't valued. They aren't valuable. And then everything that is happening is designed to push us further down, because like I said before, it's been proven you destroy the male of a race, you can kill the race. You destroy a male of a species, you can kill the species. You can totally conquer it. And so people, the powers that be, understand that. So with black people, you look back in the civil rights era, we were a force to be reckoned with. That's because men were leading the charge. Women were supporting that. Women were giving the men the energy and the power and the belief to go out every day and to fight and fight and fight. And it was black families together, regardless of what was going on at home. What was going on at home might have been some crazy stuff, but when you saw us, we were a united front. Everybody was together. It wasn't about like, oh, he was doing this, that, and the third, or she was doing this, that, and the third. It was a united front. Once you break that up, divide and conquer. Black people, white people killing the game. White people killing. Shout out to the white people. White people killing the game, man. Like, because I think, because you said it earlier, population is dropping. Black people used to be at
the board, Freddie. That's across the board.
You're right, across the board, even in China. But I'm gonna give you this stat.
Yes, especially in China.
I'm gonna give you this stat. In the beginning of the 80s, into the 70s, beginning of the 80s, black people were like 14% of the population.
Oh God, what is it now?
In America. Now we're only 11% of the population.
Of the whole, oh wow.
Of America.
Okay.
We're only
okay.
And that's taking into account that the black DNA is progressive and white DNA is regressive. And what I mean by that is, if Drea, your graveyard is littered with white men. That's what you do.
My graveyard littered? What?
You killed them. You buried them. You buried the white guys. You buried them. So, but I say that to say, any one of those white guys, had you had a baby with, that baby would be
what?
Black. The baby would be black.
Oh yeah, the baby's black.
Right. And so with that being said, it stands to reason that black people right now, we should be closer to 20, based on how it was moving from Jim Crow to the 80s, we should be closer to about 20 to 25% of the population. But we've regressed. And that's because we can go, that's a whole nother podcast on why black population has shrunk, but it's shrunk. But one of the reasons is black women and black men being at odds. Because the first one, the feminist movement, white women came to black women and said, you being oppressed. You need to free yourself. When actually she was being oppressed by her man. Y'all was at home with black women and black men, we both being oppressed. We being oppressed together. But she made y'all believe that y'all being oppressed by yourself, by your own men, and we're here.
Well, my journey is a little different than that. I want to.
We know your journey different, Drea.
Honey Ross. Yeah, my journey is a little different. Drea, do you feel like women shouldn't be supportive of their men? Do you feel like submissive women are not progressive? Honey Ross. No, I absolutely feel like what? Why are you wiping the sweat off? Go ahead. Anyway, yes, I absolutely feel like you should be supportive of your man. What Freddie and I get into about on this podcast is the leading in a relationship, right? So for me, in my relationships that I've had, it's an equal situation. It's not like I'm running the show, anybody's running the show. I absolutely believe that you should support your partner. But I think relationship dynamics are different for everyone. And if you are in a situation where your man is the leader or your woman's the leader or whatever it is, the case may be, different strokes work for different folks. I don't believe that there is one little thing that has to go across the board for every single relationship. So do I feel like you should be supportive of your man? Absolutely. Do I feel like in certain situations being submissive is fine? Cool. If that's what works for you, do it. But yeah, that's not always the case for me. I'm more of a let's discuss it, we'll do it together kind of thing. And I believe there are situations where, yeah, you can figure it out or I'll figure it out. And that's just kind of how I operate. Freddie operates a little differently, as we all know. So yeah, absolutely support your partner. 100%. Yeah. The white woman lead the charge of feminist movement for the black woman. Oh, okay, Michelle. But yeah, that's my answer on that, Freddie.
Yeah, I know y'all probably was expecting some a little more, but she's a very fluid person. Makisha.
Fluid? What are you talking about?
Makisha, I just put the link so you can tap in And because Makisha, I would love to get her on. Makisha is married and a fashionista. Ooh. So I would love Makisha. She's in Portland. She's in the PDX area. And she's killing it with the fashion. I would love to. So Makisha, I just put the link to tap in. Love to get you on and get your perspective. You can let us know if you speaking to Drea, or you speaking to something I said, and you can hop in. And
Freddie, we should get on to our next little.
Yeah. So Makisha, the link is in the topic, but Drea, take it ahead. The link is in the comments. Excuse me.
So yeah, I don't know how to pull this one up, Freddie, on Twitter. I don't know how to pull this.
What?
This is on Instagram. The Kev on Stage one.
Just hop on Instagram on your computer.
Oh, well, I guess we can do that. Freddie, I just.
This is why you need to be a submissive woman, Drea. See what I'm saying?
That is so funny. I will not. I'll figure it out myself,
Okay.
I will.
Time you figured out. We done moved on. Everybody left. Like, hey guys, I figured it out. Yay! Drea, we're gone. No. We're gone. But yeah, pull that up.
God, no.
Makisha, the link is in the comment. I just posted it. Click that link. Anybody else, you want to tap in, click the link. You know, a lot of you guys heard a lot of what we're saying. Feel free, because this is it takes a village. As they say, it takes a village. So definitely want to get you guys tap in. Like I said, I've said some stuff. Drea said some stuff. And if you disagree or want to speak to something we said, feel free to click that link and you can hop in and you can break down what you think. Drea is you got that IG
No, I do.
So Drea is still working on that. Fred, let me talk about this. I talk about all the time. Fred, no country has two leaders, no corporate has two CEOs. Somebody has a lead. I've definitely talked about that in previous vodcasts. You got to have one leader. We live in a world now where there's no standard. Like I said, standards are pretty much non-existent, and people believe that you can have this rotating and evolving and amalgamous thing of leadership, and you lead, I lead. But people don't understand that a leader knows how to delegate authority. So a leader knows how to put somebody in charge of something, and they lead that particular thing. But the leader still is the overall leader, and they're guiding and riding the ship. Just like you're selling a ship, you have somebody at the bow, with the wheel, whatever the wheel is called, and they're steering and they're leading the ship. But you got somebody back at the bow, the flag. You got somebody in the poop. You got people all over the ship, making sure the ship does what it needs to do. Because if you don't have those people, then the ship will be awry and it'll sink or it'll mess up and things will be messed up. So you need those type of people. But a leader knows how to delegate. Thing is, just because you've been delegated authority does not mean like, oh, leadership changed. And so the thing is that's the problem as well. You got men who aren't leaders, and then you got women getting with these men, and then fixing.
Oh my God!
Fixing her. Furman, pull it up. That's your fault. You ain't got to pull it up. So pull it up. Come on,
Freddie.
And so then you have women get into these bad situations, then they become these feminists and angry at men and ain't no good men, all that type of stuff, where there are loads of good men, loads of good leaders out here. It's just about, vetting those men and understanding like this is the leader that I want to be, because the women choose the leaders. You get to choose the leader that you want to affix yourself to, that you want to get up under. And that's the whole thing about dating, getting to know a man like, no, he's not a leader. He is a leader, but he going a direction I don't want to go. No. Until you get to that man, it's like, okay, boom, he's a leader and he has a plan for his life. He has a plan for our life, and he's going the direction I want to go. All right, I'll hop in the car.
Why can't you have a plan together? What is it like? What is this?
Did you not hear what I just said?
Well, I'm in and out.
Obviously. So once again, like I said, as a woman, women choose their leaders. So the thing is it's not about leading together. It's about the man you chose. He's going the direction that you want to go. So he leads and trudges forward, and that's what you want. Like where he's going, you wanted to go anyway. So it's like, okay, lead and fight and do the hard work and do the rough work, take the bumps and the bruises.
Why does it have to be that way, Freddie? That just is so ridiculous.
Because when you lead, you got to take the bumps and the bruises. You got to trial and error. You go somewhere, you might get smacked across the face and like, ooh, shouldn't have went that way. Let's pull back. Let's go this way.
Okay,
I would much rather, if I had a daughter, I would much rather her husband taking that energy than my daughter taking that energy. I don't want my daughter taking head on stuff like that in life. Like, no, like let him do that.
Freddie, you know what? I just.
But you want to do that. I get it. Did you pull up the IG video though?
I'm just saying that if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it together.
Did you pull the IG video up?
Okay,
you want to
argue.
I get
it. I have the tweet. I don't have the video.
Even better. All right, go ahead. Pull it up.
Okay, let me pull up the tweet for everybody. Hold on.
And Courtney, that's what Courtney just said. That's I think Courtney, I think you might have tapped out when I said this whole thing right here. It's not a real, it's a standard. I had a whole thing about standards. So yes.
Okay, so this is the tweet. Can you see it? Can I make it bigger?
No, you gotta zoom in or something like that. There we go.
Okay. This is the tweet. Good friend is late 30s, in shape, makes over $300K a year, has a condo overlooking a great downtown. He gets consistently ghosted, ignored for days, or is told after a date or two that this isn't working. Modern women are broken. Now, the original place I saw this was on Kev on Stage, who's hilarious, by the way, on Instagram. And he said that this guy is lame. He's probably just lame, and it doesn't matter how much money you have. If you're lame, you're just lame. Then he brings up Elon Musk and says, very funny. He says he's lame. He's lame as well, and women are going to want to be with a guy. It doesn't matter how much money he has. If you're lame, you're lame. And Freddie, you said you made a comment on the post, but I didn't see your comment. But to me, it's like I agree. Like you can have all of this stuff, but that doesn't mean just because you have this automatically means you're going to get a wife. Something else could be wrong with this man. I mean, you have a condo, you have a place. Cool. Great. That does not automatically mean you're going to get a wife. And so that's basically what Kev on Stage was saying. And I agree with that. That's great that he makes $300K a year, but there has to be something else wrong with this guy. If people are saying he's getting ghosted, ignored for 2 days, it's obviously something beyond the fact, obviously, that he's good on paper, but in life, this to me, because I kind of have a feeling, Freddie, of what you're going to say already. And this is the problem with modern women. People feel like they have all these.
No, don't do me. You do you. Say your stuff. I'll do me.
Yeah, I already know what you're going to say. I'm already preparing myself.
It's me and you right here. This me and you right here.
Okay, exactly. But good friend in the late 30s, in shape, makes over 300K. Obviously, something is wrong if this guy is not like attached already. Like something is clearly wrong with this guy, because there's no way that he should be single if he is a normal male. If he's not, something's wrong with him. Those are my 2 cents. Thank you.
So this is what I'll say. I'll start from the bottom. Modern women are broken. Modern women are broken.
I knew it. I knew you were.
Yeah, 100%. Modern women are broken. But as we continue and I look at good friend is late 30s, in shape, makes over $300K a year, has a condo overlooking a great downtown, gets consistently ghosted, ignored for days, and told after a date or two that this isn't working. Thing is, what I tell anybody is if you keep experiencing something, the common denominator is you. Yes. You need to look at self and find out what self is doing wrong or what self is putting out there that is incorrect. And so with this guy, he in his late 30s, in shape, like those are all great attributes that damn near any woman will want. You want a late 30, in shape, making $300K. He got a condo overlooking a great downtown. That's like, you tell any woman, like, I want to hook you with my friend and got all that. You be like, oh, yeah, sign me up. I'll go on a date with him.
Personality like? What's his personality
like? Drea. I said go on a date. I didn't say marry him. I didn't say you want to marry him.
I would ask.
What I'm saying is if you tell any woman you have a friend and those are the attributes, more than likely she will go on a date with him. But now we live in a world where it's easy to see what somebody look like. So you can just go on Instagram and see what he look like. So, but let's just for kicks and giggles, let's say that he's kind of cute. He's straight. He's not ugly. He's an okay looking guy. Let's throw that in. He's at least an okay looking guy. What I would say about this is not even that he's lame. I wouldn't even say like, oh, if you lame, you lame. And then Kev on Stage brought up Elon Musk. Elon Musk got several children. He don't have a problem getting women. So I don't know why he brought Elon Musk. That was a terrible analogy. But
he is lame.
With this guy, obviously, because I've seen a lot of people talking about mental and unhealed stuff like that. I think that this guy probably he has no EQ. And that's the problem I'll say with a lot of men. A lot of men do not have EQ, emotional quotient. They don't know how to be with a woman and feel the vibe and kind of see where it's going to be able to ride the wave to get to wherever you're trying to get to.
I'll give it to you, Freddie. This is a good bell.
A lot of men that have no emotional quotient. They just be somewhere and they just like, I want to F. Like, that's just men. Men want to have sex. Men, if a man take you on a date, he wants to have sex with you. Period, point blank.
I mean,
if there is no I mean. If a man say, hey, Drea, I want to take you out on a date, he wants to have sex with you. Period, point blank. That's just is what it is. And so the thing is a lot of men get caught up into that. Like, I want to have sex, they going on a date and they seeing her, they just like sex. And so then a lot of men think that, oh, let me simp, let me lie and just tell her some stuff so that she'll let me come to the house so I can blaze. And the thing is as a man, your first focus is yourself. You should be trying to get your life right, so on and so forth. But then as a woman, the thing is any like a pimp actually told me this, but any man who's worth his, I
said a pimp. Okay.
Yeah. But any man who's worth his salt will tell you, you F a girl's mind, you can F her body whenever you want. And so the thing is patience. It's being with a woman, having patience, understanding who she is. Once you do that, you can take her wherever you want to take her. She'll go with you wherever you want to go. She'll go with you. But a lot of men don't have the patience. Most importantly, they don't have the EQ to understand that. And they're just like a bull in a china shop, just knocking over stuff, trying to find the golden nugget in the room.
And that probably could be the situation with this guy, late 30s. I feel like at that
point, 100% is.
You should probably have some common sense on how to navigate being with a woman. And maybe all he sees is
common sense ain't common.
Common sense is not common. So this guy has some I'm feeling like maybe he's coming on too strong. Maybe he isn't attractive. I mean, this guy is clearly leaving out some facts, saying modern women are broken. Oh, I mean, that's crazy.
I think more than likely what a lot of men get in this place, if you don't have personality as well, like, because now we get into the world where men and women, people are lacking personality because everybody on social media, people don't know how to get in person and have a conversation and talk.
I mean, that is so true. I've experienced that even with friends. You're talking, texting, and in the DM, sending funny stuff. And then you get somebody in person and they have no conversation skills, no social skills. People don't know how to talk to each other at all anymore. It's all like they'd rather stand on opposite sides of the room and text each other. They would rather do that, and even these days, Freddie, you and I talk on the phone quite a bit, but like people don't like talking on the phone. It's like, let's just text. And yeah, you don't even have to have a personality nowadays. You don't even have to. You could just sit there and you go back to our point earlier, just sit behind your computer, sit behind your phone and create a whole person. And then you get in real life and you have no clue on what to do. So this guy probably has a little bit of that. That's
that's what I would 100% say. I feel like if I had to guess, no emotional quotient, no EQ, personality is probably dry as a cardboard, and he probably leaves with his money. He probably leaves like, I make this money and I got these resources, and so then he puts it out there and then he expects immediate return. Like, I did this, all right, now come on, bust it wide open. Look, I just paid for this. Come on. And then a chick gonna be like, hold on, wait, because that makes it feel too much like prostitution.
Transactional.
Which, the fact of the matter is modern dating is essentially become prostitution, but you can't make the woman feel like it's an actual transaction.
Freddie B, what did you just say? Modern dating is essentially prostitution?
More or less.
I need a minute. If anybody wants to cam up or in the comments, please respond to this. Modern dating is prostitution. Honey Ross said he has a shrimp.
Well, no, we don't know if he got a shrimp peen because he don't even get to that point. He don't even get to the buns. He gets consistently ghosted, ignored for days, or told after a date or two. Well, no, maybe you might be right. Ignored for days. It might be that. You might be right. He might ain't got that hammer or that elegante. Some of y'all know about that elegante. Yeah, I remember that elegante. But the thing is, like I said, he just, it's EQ. The men every single man, I know it's anecdotal, but every single man I know that has EQ, that understands if you F a girl's mind, you can F her whole body. Every man I know that understands that has no problem, broke or not. They have no problem getting buns.
That is so true.
No problem getting buns.
The guy that we were talking about last week with the 7 kids. I mean, I don't know what his finances are, but he didn't look like he was doing that great.
A wise woman once said, "You make a woman laugh, you can make her do anything." And that's 100% fact.
Laugh goes a long way.
Right. And so probably he not making none of these women laugh. He just spending money and that's also the thing. Like, see, the thing is also when you have a woman, you curate experiences. When you curate an experience, whether you got money or not, when you curate an experience, that blows her mind, because anybody with money could just pay to do something. Like, you got bread, you could just fly her out to Hawaii in a resort and she's there. But how many times can you do that? She's gonna get used to that.
And
when you curating
people.
Exactly. When you're curating experiences, she starts to be like, this man, like, he just knows things. He's like, how does he's paying attention. I'm seen. And that's the thing. Women are emotionally led. And so anybody who is, if you can make somebody be seen, you can touch their emotions. And that's free game. That's just a bunch of free game. When you watch, you get this game, fellas.
It's a good bell. Freddie, this is what I'm always saying. Oh my God, you guys, I would just like to make a note. We might need to take another moment of silence. That Freddie and Drea Renee, we have agreed, I think, 4 times tonight. If anybody wants to keep tally, I think we've agreed 4 times tonight. So it's kind of a miracle.
Well, the only time we agree is when I'm admonishing the men. That's the only time we agree.
That is not true.
Only time we agree. When I'm admonishing women, you be like, I mean, it depends. I mean, we live in a new day. It's a new time. You can do what you want. It's not so rigid. It's so many ways people can go.
That is not true. All I said was that I agree with you is that if you can make a woman feel seen, do small things. It doesn't even take that much. Women go crazy. And men are like, oh, I don't know what to do. Blows my mind.
Like I said, we might need to chop that up and go ahead and put that out as a reel. But like I said, with this guy, I think his friend, I think because like our modern women broken. Are modern women broken? Yes, they are broken. But the thing is that that's modern women. You have a lot of still traditional women out here, fellas. Like, it's not, the majority of women are not modern women. You have way more traditional women. Modern women are the loudest, and the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So that's usually how that works. You got a lot of women who are traditional, and you got because a lot of women out here are silent until you talk to them, and you like trust me, I done been in a lot of circles with women that you think probably are modern, and you talk to them, and it's like, Freddie. Yeah, nah, I want a man to lead. I'm not trying to do the dirty work. Freddie. I want a man to lead. I want to support him. I'm not trying to be out here and having to go get it and he at home.
Freddie, exactly. David Watts said, where? Like, what are you talking about? Most women are traditional.
Oh, now you agree with a man. Girl, you don't stop it.
He's right. Where? I agree with men. It's not that I don't agree with men. I'm here for it. I love men. You just can't tell me what
you love white men.
That is not true. I love all men. Thank you.
Thank you all lives matter.
Oh, whoa. Take it easy. Don't you put that out there. We're editing that
out. But that's the thing.
I don't roll like that.
The thing is that, like, David, you gotta put yourself in better situations. You gotta conversation.
In those situations. That's where you're seeing those women, right? You're like saying that because you're putting yourself in those situations. But I don't know if it's most women are traditional these days. I'm not saying they shouldn't be, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. 100%.
That's what you're looking for. If you seek it out, you're gonna find that. That's what you want. So
no. It's that the thing is that what a lot of men, I get it. A lot of men, when you see a woman and you see like her vibe, because a lot of men will rule themselves out. Like men usually have a lower self-view and women have a higher self-view of themselves. And so men will see a chick and be like, yeah, I'm just gonna take myself out. She seems like she that modern woman and try to do her own thing. I'm not trying to deal with it. But the thing is, what I found is I've been in some of those circles, meeting women, and you start having a conversation, and you find out that, oh, this chick watched Kevin Samuels. She agreed with everything he's saying. I'm like, you do?
Where's she at? Tell her to come on.
This chick, I was in Tulum, met a chick. She's an IG influencer too. IG influencer, like 90,000 followers, little bikini, all that. You would think that she ain't trying to be beholden no man. Like, I'm gonna do it my own. I make my own money, yada yada yada. No, ma'am. She is. She's a kept. But what I'm saying is, you wouldn't have gotten that from unless you had the conversation. And I had a conversation with her, and then I found this out. But before that, I assumed she was a modern woman, like her best friend.
But you know what? I had a conversation with a friend of mine not too long ago, and he said when he's dating a woman, he always asks them, "Do you need a man?" Most women say no. And it's sort of a test question, right? Because and then you ask him, "Oh, do you need a woman?" He's like, "Yeah, absolutely, I need a woman," right? And so he's trying to decipher between this modern woman and this traditional woman. And most women will say no because they don't want to feel like, "Oh, I need a man," right? So there's like a stigma around all of that, right?
I got one of those too.
And so, yeah. There's questions you can ask to kind of gauge. And I will say, it did make me think.
How old is he?
He's almost 40. Yeah. So, I mean, I absolutely understand that whole thing of trying to suss and see. Yeah. Also Kevin Samuels, the whole Andrew Tate, you know, all those vibes. However, Freddie, what I was going to say to you about the woman that you met in Tulum, your views and her views are the same. But then there are also men out there that I've had this conversation with recently, and we talk about it. They've watched the show. They think you're absolutely insane, and it's fine. And you say, you know, I don't care about any of this stuff. Like if my woman is just, you know, we were together and whatever she thinks, like I don't need to like lead the way or anything like that. And I don't think that means that this man is doing it wrong. He could find a woman with that personality that makes sense. And you'd like this woman in Tulum with the 90,000 followers and the traditional whatever. Great. I'm not saying that's wrong. You guys do you. Be the leader. Let her be submissive. But there's also other people out there who have other ideas of relationships, and it's fine. It's fine. That's all I'm saying. So,
but here's the thing. A lot of times what you'll find is when you have a man and a woman, and it's like the man, like, I don't need to lead. You know, we both can lead, whatever, however it go. And he's not trying to guide the ship and right the ship. What you'll find is, you know, he'll find a woman that's like, you know, who, like what you said, espouses the same belief. Like, oh, we both need to lead. I make my own money. I could do my own thing. But like I said, all this is based in the infrastructure we live here in America, because there's an infrastructure built up where you can live like that. Now, at any point in time, it could all collapse and all the people are going to be in trouble. That's a whole nother example because we've seen it collapse. But usually what you'll find is in those situations, the woman usually wants to lead when she's comfortable leading. When she doesn't want to lead, then she'll fall back like, okay, now you go lead. To the man, now you go lead. She'll lead when it's beneficial, when she's comfortable. She doesn't lead the situation when it's not comfortable, when it's tough, when it's like somebody got to go out there and get it. Somebody got to figure this out, and it's gonna be hard. But you rarely see a woman like, okay, here, I got it, and then, hey, babe, sit down. I'm gonna go get it.
I've done that.
You might have done that, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking about when you're married for life. Like that is the calling card. That is when stuff is tough and we need one person to make this hard decision or get out there and take all the hits and go head first. You won't find women that's going to look at their husband like, babe, I got it. You have a seat. Don't worry about it.
You won't find that?
Generally, listen, let me preface this with generally speaking. Like, are there some women that will do that? Of course, I'm sure there are. But generally speaking, most women will not look at their husband and say, babe, sit down, relax, let me go out there and put the work in and stress myself out and go out there and figure it out.
I disagree.
Most women ain't gonna do that.
Okay. Saying that most women don't want to is maybe one thing. That saying that most women aren't going to go do it. No, I don't think that
they don't want to, and they not, because it's like you have a man like you
go because they want to, but they will.
Because the thing is that you don't have to, because society still will look at that man like, you gonna just sit there and let your woman go out there and do that? Like, for example, car breakdown, y'all in the pouring rain, flat tire, y'all in the pouring rain, y'all gotta pull over, change the tire. What woman is like, babe, I got it, have a seat, stay here, dry, I'm gonna go out there and change this tire in the rain?
If you didn't know how, but that'd be weird if you didn't.
Ma'am. and so that's essentially my point. Like, society will, if you saw a woman changing a tire and her husband is sitting dry in a car, they'd be like,
well, not this generation. They'd be like, you guys need
no, stop it. No. So but that's my point. So when it's time for that, then it's the man go lead. You a man, the man go do that.
Why does that mean he has to lead if he's changing the tire. If there's some other situation,
I'm just that's just an allegory. That's just an allegory that I'm using in this moment. I'm saying any situation that's similar to that, the woman will be like, babe, go do it. You're the man. I'm not about to go do that. You're the man, go do it.
Where he's like, you're the woman, you go do it. I'm not about to do that. And that's okay.
No, but what I'm saying, but usually when it's you're the woman, go do it. It's not anything like physically demanding or hard and like get out there and take hits and stuff like that. It's usually like having to nurture somebody, like, oh, the kid is crying to be fed. Like, but you can't even say that. You can't even say you the woman, go do that.
No, you can't say that nowadays. You'll get
right. That's what I'm saying. Like, when can a man tell a woman, you the woman, go do that? You can't.
I mean, in your own home.
Right. You can't nowadays, even though there are jobs better suited for the woman.
You can't say it's true. You really can't say that stuff out loud.
Like for example, if I'm married and I have children and my kid slips and falls and scuffs their knee and come in the house crying, that is a job for the woman to console the baby. Like, come in, like, what's up?
What if the baby comes to you? You're like, oh,
if the baby, if we both sitting there and the baby comes to me, I'm not gonna push him off and be like, get off me, go to your mama. I'm not gonna do that. But what I'm saying is, if that happens, I would imagine my wife would go and address that situation before looking at me to go do it, because the baby needs nurturing. They need somebody to soft hand to take it. It's gonna be all right. It's okay, baby. Something like that. They need it, and that's more apt for a woman to do.
But I also think it's good. Like, okay, and we'll bring it up, and then we got to wrap up soon. To the Tom Brady photo, we never really talked about that because I think that was before our podcast. The photo of Tom Brady kissing his son. Everyone was up in arms about this photo, and I think it's crazy.
You talking about kissing his son in the mouth?
I don't think he was kissing his son in the mouth.
Yeah, that's a common thing with Tom Brady. That's like the joke people make. That he kisses his dad, and it's like that's what they do. His dad kisses him in the mouth, and he kisses his sons in the mouth.
Listen, as long as he's taking care of his kids feel loved.
Here you go. Here you go.
Who cares?
What?
I don't care.
That's weird. That's what he do. That's what he do. But it's still weird.
It's weird for you, and that's
100%.
Yeah, like black
kissing my son in the mouth.
Black men aren't doing that. That's probably.
I can kiss him on the forehead, the cheek. A lot of places I can kiss him other than his mouth. In his mouth. What?
Okay, after a certain age, I'm not saying. But more importantly, the kid feels loved. And that's the most important thing.
Yes, that is important. That is important. And like I said, I'm not saying for anybody, I'm not saying the dad should never console his son. But what I'm saying is that should be something where the wife takes the lead on. She take that's a time where, like, if I'm there as a leader, babe, take care of that. Now, if you need me or he says something or something happens where you need me to come in, like, okay, I can come and take over and console him or whatever like that. Or if I'm the only one there, yeah, I'm sitting there, he runs to me. Yeah, it's not a problem.
Yeah, but even if he runs to you anyway, I think it's fine if as the dad, sometimes you're like, oh, let me help, let me get it. And this is what I'm talking about in those dynamics. I get it. That's your vibe. My wife does X. I'm the guy. I do Y. But, I just think that these rigid ideas of this is what you do, this is what I do, this is the guidelines, all like it's too much. It's too much.
No, that's what I'm saying. These are all standards. Like I said before, standards you aspire to. Now, are they hard rules that you have to follow, and if you don't, you're gonna die? No. These are all standards you aspire to create a standard, a family standard structure. That's what we're missing in today's world is structure. Because now
that I agree with.
Now, last year, like, the word of the year last year was woman.
But
because nobody knew what it meant. Go figure. Dude, like nowadays, it's who cares? Do whatever you want. Be whatever you want. You can, like, what? Like, there is no more structure. We don't know what to follow. It's like going into the refrigerator and it's 5 jugs full of clear liquid. One is arsenic, one is water, one is vodka, one is vinegar. But you thirsty. None of them labeled. None of them labeled. What you gonna do? You gonna sit there and try to smell them all? Hopefully you don't smell the arsenic one because you're gonna die just like that.
Fred Green said they are not ideas. It's just nature, and nature created those standards. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, Fred, DJ Red, I would love, we about to wrap up. But guys, look, this is something that you guys could tap in every week. We're here Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We're here, guys. And so the token and the truth. The token and the truth is the name of it. So, guys, we're starting at the beginning. We're easing into it. We're going to have the IG page coming soon so you guys can follow that. YouTube page coming soon so you guys can tap in there. So when we go live, we want to make this a community thing. Want to hear what you guys got to say. I have ideas. Drea has ideas, but we definitely want to bring in.
Got our own ideas.
Yeah. We're both hosts, and so we're both verbose, but you definitely want to bring in some of you guys. Because I know Drea may say something y'all may not like. I may say something and you might not like. And so definitely want to let y'all feel free. We are not above reproach.
That's right. We are not. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for commenting. We'll be back next week, Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on time. We'll see you guys next week.